And hello, Shock fans, your beloved Soldier of the Inverted Cross, back for another Rips Robot Mode reviews. And today we've got the finale. This is Dark Energon Megatron, but it's my Galvatron. It's a custom. When I saw this thing, I got it on Big Bad Toy Store had like a Black Friday sale, and you could get both the Vultures, him and Optimus, together for $24, $25, and I picked them up simply for the fact that I knew when I seen the Black Megatron, I wanted it to be Galvatron, and I love this thing. It's not perfect by far, no. I'm going to show you some things. If you want to make this thing, it's not difficult. The arm cannon, I know it's on his, for the camera, it's on the left arm here, but it goes on the right, but it's on a 5mm port. I just put it there because of the sword. This gun, let me set him aside for a second. This gun isn't hard to make. It's actually easy. If you own Universe Darkwind, he comes with a gray gun, with a 5mm port. He's an ultra class, I think, or mega class or whatever. So it's actually way bigger than a gun that would come with the Vulture. So that goes with the Galvatron's got a giant cannon arm. The bullet that was in here, it doesn't fire, no. But this is from Animated Blitzwing, his missiles. And I figured, well, Galvatron needs an orange tip in his barrel. It fits in snugly. It's not going to fall out. I would actually pull it fairly hard to get it out. And it's pretty cool for that. As far as other things I've given him, I'm getting it out of his hand now. I owned both versions of Transformers Animated Leader Class Megatron. So when I got Shadow Blade, I figured, okay, these swords make some freaking sweet customs. One of the customs I did was a red sword for Nemesis Prime from Transformers Prime, because I made him into my Scourge. The second one I did, I had another sword left over. I put silver highlights down here. The center of this is purple, though. It's really hard to tell. And the blade is painted purple. I know that's not helping a bit. But basically, I actually made this for Megatron because of his Dark Star Saber. But then I was like, screw it, I'm giving this to Galvatron. And the final accessory that he has is the most important. Now, this one may be a little more difficult to get. The 2-pack of the Cyclonus I reviewed that came with Rodimus came with a die-cast matrix of leadership. I've got it on, if you have any chain, I assume you can get, but the chain I've used for it is, these are from the Hero Factory, Lego Hero Factory sets, where the heroes each came with a pair of handcuffs. I just took the links and put through that. And now I just have him holding it. And it's great for him. Now, some of the things I know a lot of people say about the actual Megatron figure, which I call it Galvatron, I'll probably continue to call it Galvatron through this review, there's two gripes I have about it, and they're not going to fix those, I know. Make sure this is all locked in, and it's not. This thing hates me so much at times. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about this. I hate when it doesn't, like, when it makes it comes untransformed or whatever. Let me get all these pieces locked back in place. This is one of the gripes about that figure I have, because everything has come undone, and it normally does this to me. Let's see. Sorry about all this delay. I really hate when they do this, because there we go. That's one major knock against this figure. Okay, let's get on to the review before it explodes in my hands again. First complaint would be, yeah, that doesn't stay locked in very well. I'll get on to the second complaint in a bit. It's not the D-lander because I use mine for display, but okay, first thing, a lot of people say the backpack on this guy sticks out too far. Those pieces are on joints that you can easily pop off right there, and they can pop back on if you want to transform them. It leaves less back kibble, and you can always flatten these out if you don't have any back kibble. I'll go and show the face. The face is awesome. I love the face. And the light piping is pretty sweet. And they have enough light piping in this one where it looks like he glows if you get the right kind of light behind him. Okay, first thing, let's go and do size before I get started on this thing. It's pretty big compared to Thundercracker. It's a lot bigger. I mean, it's a nice sized Voyager. It's not a tiny, tiny Voyager. Make sure this shit didn't come undone yet. I really hate when stuff comes undone. I have a good mind just to... A lot of times if joints like come undone on my Transformers, I just glue them in place like I did with my Blitzwing. I'm just going to put the arm cannon on him right now. But, yeah, he's definitely worth it. If you can get him for a good deal. Position. Okay. Articulation-wise, he is pretty good on everything other than one thing I'll get to. His head is on a ball joint, left, right, not much up and down due to some restrictions in his collar. The arms, these shoulder pads move up and down, they're on ball joints. The arms are where it suffers. These ball joints, you have to have it like this to move it out. There's a bend here. Now, where's the swivel? Okay, here's the problem. There's no swivel. Here's the only thing we get. His arm rotates, but now that doesn't change the angle of his arm. Like it's like doing your arm like this. It doesn't move it in or out to like aim. It's like if he's pointing his gun, it's like it doesn't actually like this move left and right, and that really kills this for me because he can't really assume a lot of the poses I want him to. So I was just going to put that out there. That's going to be a really big major problem with this figure, and no way to fix that I know of unless you're like really good at custom and making parts or something. But let's get these arms out of the way. They really don't like to stay locked in. This one, I own all three. I own 3 versions of this Megatron, and it's the original, which stays locked in okay. This one stays locked in decently, and Sharkticon Megatron, nothing stays locked in. Legs are on ball joints, which the legs are great. They go in, out. There's a swivel here above his thigh. There's a nice knee bend. And there's a pivot in his foot. I mean, it's not bad. It's just the arms. The arms are a very important part of a Transformer, I guess, because he's going to be throwing punches with those. And it really ruins a lot with the figure. It's not like I still suggest this figure. I love Prime Megatron, and I love the fact that they made him black, and I could call it Galvatron. They made a black one that I could call Galvatron, and you can get this guy on Big Bad Toy Store, and if he's still in stock at the time of this recording, I'm not even sure myself. I haven't been on there in a few days, but I'm pretty sure they still have some. If not, you can probably get him on eBay. He's not. Actually, he shouldn't be horribly expensive. I wouldn't say paying more than... I couldn't see myself paying more than $35 for this guy. I wouldn't tell you to go... Unless you love Galvatron, and I like Galvatron a lot, so... if I had a Unicron figure, I was going to review it, make this a 4-part series, but I don't. I could never find a Prime Unicron. I'm going to put his sword in his hand. I hate handling something I paint because it's like you're worried to rub the paint. I'm always like really worried I rub the paint off or something. But it's in. Like these arms limit what poses I can give him with his weapon and how he can hold it. And his gun, same thing. The gun isn't as much limited for posability, but the sword is. And also I got to get the Matrix on him. I like to do this so I can lock it better, hold it better. Yeah. I definitely would say suggest it, especially if you do the customization I did to it. Hello, Shock fans, your beloved Soldier of the Inverted Cross, Rips Robot Mode reviews. Again, the last video I wasn't paying attention to my camera time, and the video ended abruptly. And what I was going to say was. I might have already said all this stuff. I just want to make sure. This guy, I would definitely say is worth your pickup. I know I probably said that in the last one, but if you do the customizations I did, and if you own these figures, it's not too hard. It's nothing that the gun, making the gun, and using the Matrix for him aren't going to ruin these weapons. You can always change what you did and give it back to the original figures. The sword, if you paint it purple, I'd say do it. It looks nice, and it gives him that more menacing look that I was hoping he would have. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. I know this was just a brief little ending to the last episode. This is your beloved soldier of the inverted cross, signing off.